to me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest? Mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Smith. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Purdy. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and now the rookie's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McCloud will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Purdy. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now on second and 13, Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They got his man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Gino. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Purdy, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy from the gun on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Okay, ready?
On first down, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jason Myers making draw for Seattle.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Purdy looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 61 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, 49ers 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 5 now. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. McCaffrey following the penalty. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. Fourth down. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on fourth down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on fourth down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Unlock right. Unlock right.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 76 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they pour on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a... Clear to the 21.
Let's go. Make red. Set.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play action, now it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Tua now on first down. They're going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bills, nothing. Jason Sanders, the kicker of one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Singletary. They'll run for it. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. The left side caught by Diggs. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had his Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Singletary again. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this returnable for Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On first down, they go with Mostert again. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Tua. Fighting to stay, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. And Diggs has it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to Singletary. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action here. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To his throw here, going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down at 7. On the give, this is Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, 35 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And that's another play. This game overall, it's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just